Yo guys, what's up? It's Sigwil, and in this video I'm gonna show you the best champion to abuse if you want to at least win 60% of your games. This champion is so easy to play. I've actually reached rank 1 in the world at some point playing it. It is so easy to play and you should abuse it. So let's hop into a game. Also guys, a lot of you are not subscribed while watching the video, so please subscribe. It would make me very happy. So you've guessed it, it's Zilean. I actually have a guide on Zilean that I invite you to watch. It's very fast and to the point, so I invite you to watch it. Banambessa, if you watch the guide, we're obviously gonna take TP. And I always try to get first pick because this champion is so OP and like barely has any counters. If you ban Mbessa, of course. Okay, so to quickly explain the runes, we're going Airy because it's really good with your auto attacks and it's really good with your poke with Q. And as well as the poke, we want a lot of mana because we're using so much mana in the early and especially in the late game. So we want to pair it with Presence of Mind, which is going to give us a lot of mana. And on top of that, we're obviously going to take some ability haste here and here. And for the last one, you can either go Gathering Storm or Scorch. Both work. I prefer going Gathering Storm because usually the games are pretty long when you play this champion. So yeah. And you don't really need Scorch in my opinion. And yeah, obviously haste, adaptive, and scaling. Alright, so we're against Irelia, which is also probably one of the worst matchups you can come up against, but it's still winnable. And I'm gonna show you how. Start Doran's Ring and hit the top. Oh. We want to make sure to always have our mana flow bet on cooldown. Basically just always using it. So here you see, it's going to go on cooldown. So that way, the next time it's up, just like Malphite, we're just going to use Q. And it's just to get that mana flow ban as quick as possible. Okay, this is a kind of complicated matchup because we can't really step up here. Because of our relay. She's just gonna take this and jump on us. So we're gonna throw a Q here and hope that we get all the minions. Oh, we missed one. It is what it is. A good thing on Zilean is that you don't really need CS. You only need XP, actually. This champion like only needs one stat and it's ability haste. And I'm gonna show you later in the game why you don't really need CS. Because the items we're building are very cheap. So as you can see, they are really just gonna wait till I step up to do anything. I only need XP. The reason why I'm not queuing here is because if I queue, it pushes the wave, kinda. So it's really good for her if I do it. I can't step up here because of the minion. So we're just gonna respect. This is actually a really good example because it's way easier to play when you're in an easy matchup rather than if you're in a hard matchup. So me showing you the hard matchup should potentially help you dealing with the hard ones, right? So yeah, we just chill. Also, the slow is also a really good idea to use if you can, if they're a melee, because it just gives you a free mana flow band stack and the E is very cheap compared to the Q in terms of mana. So I think she might want to try to dive us here. Oh, this is bad. I'm gonna speed him up so he can run away. Yeah, okay. It's very bad, bro. Always use the minions at your advantage. So this is gonna be a little bit complicated. But yeah, use the minions. Alright. We played slow. And we get it. I mean, we get a double buff. Not bad. Now we have to crash this. Also, did you see how slow I was playing here? This is also something you gotta get used to when you play this champion. Playing slow is really important. You can play aggressive. But yeah, playing slow is the best way to play him. Alright, here we go. On your first recall, you always want to focus on trying to get either a tier or if you can, Lost Chapter. If you have a really good early game and you get like, I don't know, more than 1.2k gold and you have enough to instantly buy Lost Chapter, buy it. If you can't, at least buy tier. You need tier as early as possible. Okay, so she's gonna try and do a little bit of proxy. It's fine. There's not really much we can do about it. Now, the best thing to do against someone who's proxying is proxying yourself, if you can. But on Zilean, it's pretty hard. Okay, I'm gonna try to tell my team to not go there. Oh. Whoops. My bad. Got a little bit too focused on that. That was very bad. It's not too bad. Also, I don't really know what elo this is. I'm playing on an account that used to be my highest ranked account last season. It hit GM at some point, but now it's Diamond 2, but I think the MMR is still around like, I don't know, 500 LP Master or something like that. So that's why this Irelia is playing okay well. Okay. We're fine here. She doesn't have anything up. She has E maybe? Oh, we're chilling. So here, she had to pop everything to kill us. She has no ult, and now we have Kha'Zix showing up. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, always utilize the minions. They are your best friend. Oh, I don't think my Kha'Zix is We don't kill her, I think. Unlucky. That's my bad. I unfortunately couldn't get the second Q on. But it was very greedy of me to try and kill her here. Yeah, as you can see, the game looks pretty bad, at least for my jungler. But we're chilling. Oh, okay. That's a little bit unlucky. Okay. Maybe we'll tone it down a little bit on the solo kills. I will tone it down a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, it's very close. You can actually do a lot with this champion, even early on. But if you're smart, unlike me, you just play safe and you just wait. You don't need kills, you don't need gold, as I mentioned. You just need XP. So here, the right move would have been to just take the wave, let her recall. But it's fine. We're gonna show the mistakes as well. Because in the end, you'll see that even though we make these mistakes, because we're playing this OP champion, they don't matter as much as if I was another champion, for example. Also, I mentioned using minions a lot here. You can also use yourself as like a bomb placement to have better bomb placements, so it hits all the minions. Damn it, couldn't hit the melee minion. This is really clever of her to do this. I have to stay away as much as possible. I have ult, so we're chilling. Just gonna flash away. I think I'm still dead though. I'm actually not fine. She's got Bork. I should have seen that. Yeah, remember when I said he doesn't have a lot of counters? He actually does have some. He does have some, but like, what I meant is that even though I'm like super behind, it's not gonna really matter later on in the game. So actually, we're still fine. Don't panic. Do not panic. Here, the only thing you need to focus on is your mental. Because on this champion, I don't think a game is more winnable than... I think my Kha'Zix should have moved here with the free kill. She has a bounty. Come on, Kha'Zix, you got this. Oh, he doesn't.
Time is wasted.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, she almost died to my minions. Nice, good job. Not bad. Don't try this though. I don't think you win.
Make haste.
You see my team losing mental here? You can say a very simple phrase that works all the time. Don't worry guys, we win this, or keep mental guys, we win. Something like that. And you're gonna win, trust. This game looks doomed, but we're gonna win. I mean, this... I'm just getting pissed on, to be honest. Like, I am a little bit underestimating that earlier. But yeah. Unlucky. Honestly, as I mentioned, I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good that I int. Because then I just show you, like... I think if someone first time this champ, he's probably gonna end up doing exactly what I'm doing, if not worse. So, if I can, you know, align to that type of gameplay, it's even better, you know? Instead of me just stomping. Plus, I gotta say, guys, it's my first game of the day today. So, you know, you gotta warm up sometimes. Okay, really is mid. We saw her. You gotta be careful not to, like, be in side lane a little bit too much. Because your champion isn't meant to side lane. So, what I like to do is try to get the prio. Whew. Nice, nice, nice. I might see the CS here. It's horrible. It's looking horrible. And honestly, in Irelia matchup, it's gonna be like this, if not worse. Now you might ask, why not ban Irelia if she's this horrible? Well, you're actually more thinking about the game than the lane. Because Irelia in teamfight is gonna be pretty useless. Compared to an Ambessa, you know? Plus, Ambessa has way more tools to get out of your slow than Irelia. Irelia uses one Q. If she uses all her Qs, she has no more Qs. She's just cooked. And it's way easier to like abuse that compared to an Ambessa who has like a lot of tools to get out. Plus her spells ignore that slow-ish. Okay, so now we're in a position where we're chilling. Okay, see? This is the mistake she made here. Now she's insanely low. And it doesn't really matter like how fed she is, because they are gonna grief and go under tower and take a lot of damage. We're just gonna try and motivate the troops here. Don't worry guys, keep mental, we win. And then we're gonna control A, control C, send it. Now next time we can just open chat, control V and send it. It's also going to be really frustrating when you play Zilean because of these scenarios that you just saw. I'm really running with 1 HP and you just need one gank. It kind of feels like playing Malzahar if you don't get ganked. You have so many tools to set up your team. If they don't come, it feels frustrating. But don't worry. Don't worry. I really recalling here was super bad for her. Even if we don't kill her, it was super bad. Because she could have gotten the turret or anything. If we were another champion and she dove us, you know? So yeah, don't panic. Don't panic.
All in good time.
Nice.
Time is wasted.
This is a bit risky, but there's an Aurelia up there. Can't help him.
The way is always the same.
Don't know where Aurelia is. She might be here. Nope.
Make haste.
Okay. I know the game's looking bad, but again, bear in mind, it's gonna look bad most of the time. Actually, no, it's gonna look bad 50% of the time. But usually, let's just say I was another champion. 1-5, I'm miserable. Here on this champion, I'm actually still fine. Actually, way more than fine. I'm chilling. I'm still very useful. I'm like a impossible champion to put behind. We're gonna try and help them here. Uh-oh. This is bad. He gave her the jump. I think my team is losing mental. It's a bit bad. I'm gonna try and say this so the last one doesn't vote. We have 2 people voted saying FF. If they're just stuck on the FF here and they keep ignoring what you say, just mute them. So Pyke and Silas, we're gonna mute those. Because no matter what we say, they're just gonna keep saying FF. It's not gonna be good for the game. Or for yourself. This is the right way to play, in my opinion. And now they just took inhib at 17 minutes. That's extremely bad. Look, a shutdown from my vein. 1k shutdown. Nice. We're chilling. Very good. This was very good. Jarvan is inting now. He has a shutdown as well. People are gonna keep ints. It's kind of bad that I take it though. My bad. But yeah, you see my point? Like, they're just gonna keep inting. They gave us early inhib.
Inevitably.
It's a free win. If enemy team takes your inhib before 20 minutes, they're inting. They're trolling. Okay, so here comes the fun part that I mentioned earlier. We don't need the gold. Now we're just gonna buy ability haste. First, we're buying 4 glowing motes to get as cheap ability haste as possible. Then we're getting 4 Phoenix codexes, which is also 5 ability haste for the price of 600. So We keep getting the cheap ability haste to spam our spells. Bit greedy. I think we should give this. Oh, they're winning. Actually, I'm gonna TP. Hopefully Ari doesn't cancel me. Nice. We can do this. Come. Take this. Nice. A good little Drake that puts us at soul point. I'm gonna check if Vayne is in trouble. And we're out. And you see, enemy just keeps inting. I'm not even doing anything, to be honest, so it's pretty lucky, but... with or without my help, this is gonna be winnable. Because now I just have to stay with my teammates, aka my carry, which is Vayne, and just buff her and set up for her. The thing that a lot of Zilean players don't do is that they utilize the speed more than the slow. And that's very bad, because the slow is, in my opinion, 10 times more useful than the speed. In most cases. Obviously, if you're chasing, the speed is going to be better, because you can't reach with the slow. But there's a lot of scenarios where the slow is very important and much better. See how we've just had the inhibitor minions always just dying, doing nothing? This is free gold. Might be on Nash, actually. That's very bad. Might go in here. Yeah, they're on it. I'm gonna give Pyke level 2 ult. We should definitely fight this. Speed. Nice. This is a really good fight. Nice. Insane. We kill everyone. Awesome. Very good. A little tip I could give here for this fight is that I focused most of my attention of what Vayne was doing. So I sped the Vayne up here because I didn't have the range to slow the Aurelia. And it ended up being really good because she ended up flashing away, so we could speed the Vayne up to even dodge her E and chase her up. That is really good. And as well as keep my attention on the carry, I also instantly switched my attention over to the lowest health target, or I mean the highest risk of death teammate, which was Silas. I watched him being surrounded by 4 teammates. Obviously, I can shift my focus away from Vayne there because she's not going to get focused there. But yeah, I'm just going to constantly try and look for Vayne. Ari's inting. Nice. Now we just run. Very good. She's getting a penta maybe? Trying to stay away. She got the penta. As you can see, honestly, it's mostly Vayne doing the work. But I'm here to like make it unfallible. Is that even a word? Like make it so that she can't really make any mistake. She can't really in, she can't really die, she can't really, you know? Or at least make it the least possible. And on any other champion, I'm pretty sure this game was a loss. I wouldn't have been that useful. I really would have been a problem. I'm trying to think about as much as possible as everything I could say to you, because there's so much to say about this champion. Even though he's so easy, this is really risky. We have too much gold, bro. This is just ego. But hey, I gotta follow him no matter what. Because now, look, now we're late for Drake. This is kind of risky. And okay, I'm gonna stay. I stun. And we save him. So that's a pretty common thing you can do in Zilean. When you revive someone, usually the people are gonna stack on top of his dead body. So you can just throw a Q right before he's about to respawn. And usually your teammate is gonna react to that and run away. And while they run away, you can just speed him up. And he gets out. Usually 9 out of 10 times. And she got baited. Boom. Uh-oh, this is bad. It's fine. And we win. I think the game's over. So you see how we're just insanely low-key useless in early, but because we just keep mental and it's like everything is fine, we end up being really useful and low-key being the carry with Vayne. So yeah, this is why you should play Zilean. It's so easy. Literally, you have so much impact compared to how much you're doing. So yeah, play Zilean. And also watch my guide. It's pretty good. So yeah, I don't have anything to say.